So why is ICE so important to this administration, and why isn't Congress doing anything about it? Because what you're seeing with the raids and the brutality and the masked people, it's not random, it's the point. ICE is crucial to this administration's strategy because it's the only federal enforcement system that was intentionally built without guardrails, and authoritarians love systems like that. ICE is a domestic enforcement network with more flexibility, less oversight, and fewer regulations than almost any other federal agency. And that was deliberate. ICE was created after 9/11, and it was created under emergency authority, and it was modeled on rapid deployment security units built to act first and apologize later. It's not like police, it's not like FBI, it's not like the military with all its rules. It was built like the kind of interior force governments create during a crisis. It's supposed to be fast, quiet, and able to move inside the country without anybody stopping them. And the thing about emergency systems is that governments never walk them back, ever. Congress just never fixed ICE, never added oversight. They never built guardrails, so the temporary structure became permanent. That's why ICE now operates in a very legal gray zone other agencies only wish they had. There's no real oversight. There's no national reporting requirements, and very, very little judicial review, and enormous discretion over where, when, and how to act. So for any president who wants more domestic power, ICE is the perfect tool. ICE doesn't need Congress. It doesn't need new laws. It doesn't need the military rules. ICE can pivot instantly with a memo or a speech or an EO. It just needs the president. That's why you see ICE rolling out on command. That is the structure. And this is exactly why nobody is doing anything about places like Alligator Alcatraz, because legally they don't have to. And structurally, ICE was built so nobody can. When ICE transfers people into facilities with almost no federal standards, no mandatory inspections, no national transparency, and no enforceable reporting requirements, Congress has no lever to pull because Congress never built the levers. That gray zone that ICE operates in, that's the same gray zone that allows facilities like Alligator Alcatraz to exist in broad daylight with national attention and still face zero consequences. ICE can move people there with almost no paperwork. ICE can contract facilities that would never, ever qualify under normal federal detention rules. ICE can hide reports, delay investigations, or bypass them entirely. And Congress can't step in because the system was designed so that they don't have to. And politically, they won't, because immigration is radioactive. And because this administration benefits from keeping it untouched, ICE is designed to be a fear engine, a political tool, a system that lets a president project force inside the country without ever even having to touch the military. And that matters, I think, because the military has laws. It has oversight. It has boundaries. It requires Congress, and ICE doesn't. That's why it's hard to reform. That's why it's easy to expand. That's why this administration uses it more than any before. Because if you want to show force, pressure cities, make people afraid of their own neighbors and justify new powers or even signal strength to your base, ICE is the one federal agency where the guardrails were just never built. And that's exactly why he reaches for it first. So stay steady, eyes open, guard the republic.